of the revolt at Meerut. Mangal Pandey's execution caused a lot of unrest in the army camps across India, and 85 soldiers of the 3rd Bengal Light Cavalry refused to touch the cartridges. On 9th May 1857, they were sentenced to 10 years of imprisonment. This infuriated the sepoys at Meerut, who marched to jail on 10th May 1857, massacred the British officers, released the imprisoned soldiers, and set fire to British property. March to Delhi. On 11th May 1857, sepoys from Meerut marched towards the Red Fort. Once they reached Delhi, the local sepoys joined them. They killed the European officers stationed there and proclaimed Bahadur Shah Zafar as the Emperor of Hindustan. Soon, the people of neighboring areas rose in rebellion against the British. The sepoys, as well as Indian chiefs, proclaimed their loyalty to the Mughal Emperor. Thus, Delhi became the center of the revolt. Spread of the revolt. The uprising soon spread to other parts of India. Masses started believing that the British Raj had come to an end. Northern India witnessed a huge uprising, while Bengal, Punjab, Deccan, and the South witnessed sporadic incidents. At several places, European officers were killed. The revolt was supported by civilians, dispossessed nobles, and landlords. In the hope of recovering their lost territories, princes too joined the revolt. Main centers and leaders of the revolt. Kanpur. At Kanpur, the revolt was led by Nana Sahib, the discontented son of Peshwa Baji Rao II. He proclaimed himself Peshwa and ousted the British. Tatya Tope and Azimullah supported him. All the troops of Nana Sahib were led by them. However, the British captured Kanpur again in December 1857. Azimullah and Tatya Tope were later captured and executed. Nana Sahib fled to Nepal. Awadh, Lucknow. At Awadh, the revolt was led by Begum Hazrat Mahal, the wife of deposed ruler Wazid Ali Shah. Lucknow became a point of the revolt for more than 8 months. Sepoys, peasants, talukdars, and chiefs supported Begum Hazrat Mahal in the revolt. Maulvi Ahmadullah and Begum Hazrat Mahal inspired the sepoys. Birjis Qadr, son of the ousted Nawab, was declared the new Nawab. After the long struggle, the sepoys failed to oust the British. Bareilly, Rohilkhand. On 31st May 1857, sepoys in the Bareilly revolted and British officers fled for their lives. Khan Bahadur Khan, a pensioner of the British government, was the leader of the uprising. Jhansi. One of the greatest leaders of this revolt was Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi. The British had annexed her territory on the pretext of doctrine of lapse. After a long struggle, the British forces captured the fort and the city. Around 5,000 people were killed in the combat, and Lakshmi Bai, along with the rebel, escaped to Kalpi to join Tatya Tope. Their joint forces attacked and captured Gwalior. Sindhya, the ruler of Gwalior, fled to Agra while his forces joined the rebel forces. On 17 June 1858, Lakshmi Bai died fighting the British forces. Tatya Tope, however, continued guerrilla warfare for a while with the help of the villagers. but was ultimately betrayed by a zamindar. He was hanged after a trial, and the revolt was suppressed. Arrah. Kunwar Singh of Jagdishpur led the revolt at Arrah. He was an old chieftain. Rebel groups were organized by him in various parts of Uttar Pradesh and central India. Particularly, indigo factories were targeted and destroyed by the rebels. He also extended his support to the rebels in Kanpur and Lucknow. In April 1858, Kunwar Singh died of war wounds. The revolt also spread to Ranchi and Sambalpur. Suppression of the revolt. Unnerved by the scale of the revolt, the British wanted every single territory back. Governor-General Lord Canning mobilized all his forces and placed his troops under the command of his best commanders: Hugh Rose, Neil, Campbell, Havelock, Outram, and John Lawrence. In order to suppress the revolt, they massacred people and burned down villages. Fierce battles were fought in the Ridge, Chandni Chowk, Kashmiri Gate, and Red Fort. Bahadur Shah Zafar and his family took shelter in Humayun's tomb. The British declared him guilty of treason, murder, and rebellion. The British captured him and exiled him to Rangoon, that is Myanmar, after a lengthy trial. On 7th November 1862, Bahadur Shah Zafar died in Rangoon. Nana Sahib and Begum Hazrat Mahal escaped to Nepal. Tatya Tope was captured and killed in 1859. However, it took the British a while to suppress the popular rebellion. The British tried to win the support of the people by announcing rewards. For example, the loyal landlords would be able to enjoy traditional rights over their land, or those who surrendered would be pardoned. Why the uprising failed? The whole of India was not affected by the revolt. Rajasthan, Assam, Odisha, Bengal, greater parts of Punjab and South India remained more or less unaffected. Rulers of many princely states, like the Nizam of Hyderabad, Rajput rulers, and ruling chiefs of Nabha, Patiala, and Kashmir, did not support the revolt. In British strongholds such as Bengal, Bombay, Mumbai, and Madras, they took safety measures to keep the uprising in check by issuing orders like to shoot anyone suspected of supporting the rebellion. The British was supported by a strong government in England and a well-developed administrative setup in India. They were well connected by telegraph, roads, and railways. Moreover, they had superior military techniques and able generals. The Indian military techniques were not only outdated, but the rebel leader even failed to consolidate their gains as they lacked experience and coordination. The movement lacked a centralized leadership and mass appeal. Most revolts were restricted to small areas, and leaders fought to liberate their own territories. Moreover, the newly educated Indians remained unsympathetic to the revolt. They opined that the British rule was necessary for India's modernization and development. Nature of the revolt. The British termed the revolt of 1857 Sepoy Mutiny, while on the other hand, Indian historians opined it as the First War of Independence. British officers who witnessed the revolt, such as Sir James Outram and P.E. Roberts, called this revolt a mutiny of soldiers, which happened due to the use of greased cartridges.